The intensity is at a 10 out of 10. And I'm going to explain everything that you need to know, why it feels so intense at this time. You know, earlier this year, I left a video. The only way out is through, and it lasts the test of time. And there is no getting out of it. There's no getting out of it early. There's no bypassing it. I know there's a lot of spiritual bypassers out there. How you doing? But these are the things, and I'm going to be teaching you today all the things that you need to know why this is so intense at this time. It will not let up until the process is complete. This process is not complete on our time, over our earthly existence. We think that certain things are on our time, but ultimately it is the quantum time, not the linear time. And when you go through the intensities that you feel, I get a text from my buddy before I get on. The seasonal depression is kicking in, and a lot of people, they'll refer to stuff like that. But what's happening in the world right now, there are changes that must occur. The alchemy, spiritual alchemy, that is happening, and it cannot be stopped. And it needs to happen so that once and for all, you will know the path through pain, because you won't have time for people, things, and situations that are not part of your path. If you're getting this message, if you're on this message and you're able to focus your attention throughout this talk today, and it's important to you, you know that you're here for an important mission in life. And your time, there's a lot of time wasters, distractions in the world. A lot of people know this. So when you go through this extreme process, you're fine-tuning your intuition, self-worth, so important. And finally, I won. Remember that one? That's the energy that you're going to experience when you get into 2026. And we'll be moving at rapid pace as we move as fast as a horse. Okay, so I'm so grateful for everyone that's coming on to this very powerful live stream today. Very grateful if you could click the like button in the now moment. It allows others to join the live stream, catch the replay. It's a great positive energy to push this forward and let people hear this work. I appreciate you all. I'm going to talk about the crown and the third eye, your eyes. I am also having extreme blurry vision right now. Are you experiencing that as well? You could raise your hand or leave a comment. The heart chakra and the solar plexus. So really, when you see these three things, and it's something that I've been sharing over the years, and we are experiencing it in these energy points of the body. All right. So as I said, almost like you have three brains. So you have your crown, your third eye, your heart, okay, and the solar plexus, and you are experiencing things in all three phases, depending what work or what was worked on you over the course of the past year. You will be feeling it in the finishing touches of the 2025 year, which is the 9 year, which is the end of the old self. And you don't get out early. I always think, maybe we could get out of this early. Nah, are you feeling the intensity at a 10 right now? Okay, and you could put the Holy Spirit fire in the chat, because this is alchemy. It's alchemy that's happening. And it totally isn't comfortable. It is a process that must happen. And you can't go forward without this process. Especially if you want permanent change, not just a Band-Aid change. I know just like many of you, right? Everyone's tired of, maybe when it comes to the job, bouncing around from job to job, okay? Band-aid relationships, right? Surface level relationships. You want permanent change. You want the permanence. You want the true. And this is actually love, okay? Which a lot of people don't really understand, because when the love hits you, and it has hit us this year, because that heart chakra has to activate. And then from the heart chakra, the other points of the body will actually follow suit, all right? I've shared this before. The third eye can be hijacked, but the Sacred Heart cannot. And that's why a lot of people, they get caught into the illusions of the world, right? Put the glasses on, they live, right? That happens. But ultimately, that heart chakra, once that goes off, everything will follow suit. This is spiritual alchemy that's happening. And this is actually called nigredo. It is the necessary phase of purification that precedes the regeneration process of the ascension. This stage cannot be bypassed through the spiritual bypassing that you see out there, or through toxic positivity. If you see me on the screen, ooh, how you doing? Are you getting triggered? Guess what? I'm not here to give you a magical crystal. I'm not here to pull a tarot card. I'm not here to do any of these things. Over the course of our journey, okay, these things, you will not be able to bypass this phase of spiritual alchemy. And that's why it feels at a 10 out of 10, because this has been going on. This is how it actually looks. This has been going on all year long. That's why people love this channel. I'm feeling this too. Me too, right? And you're frustrated, and you're just about had it. But if you're truthfully going to ascend this stage of this process, nigredo cannot be bypassed. You can't spiritual bypass it. You can't toxic positivity your way out of it. The only way out is through. And it's not cool, bro. It's totally not cool. This is called developmental darkness. Okay, so if you are feeling depression, if you are going through, which has been basically the whole year, the longest dark night of the soul you've ever had. It might have been not like super like intense, right? But it's almost like a grueling, like it's just like a never ending dark night of the soul. Tremendous video I did this year. It'll pop up on the screen at the end. I encourage everyone to watch that from pillar to post. The longest dark night of the soul. Debbie writes, true that. If you have gone through the longest dark night of the soul in the year 2025, and if you're catching this in 2026 has already started, still very relevant, because these are windows of time. These are shifts that we go through. You cannot get out of this process early. You can't spiritual bypass this process. The spiritual alchemy must be complete. Programs and beliefs, limiting beliefs, needed to be transmuted. Transmutation. This is the Heinrich metamorphosis, the beautiful butterfly that you are becoming. When you are going through this process, and I've shared this before, years ago, I went down many quote unquote rabbit holes, even like the Mandela effect, right? I went through all these different things, Mandela effect, truth about a certain day from back in '01, right? All these different things. You start going down these rabbit holes. And then, right, as the programs of the beliefs are transmuted, the alchemy, you actually are experiencing tiredness, frustration, and discomfort. No one said this is easy. No one said it's easy to awaken. Nobody said it's easy to ascend, right? I'm just giving it to you straight, Doc, right? Like Bugs Bunny, give it to me straight, Doc. I'm going to give it to you straight. So as we are going through this, and the programs, your limiting beliefs of the world about your everyday life, the way you're supposed to live, as you are transmuting them, you have tiredness, you have frustration, and you have discomfort. This is a tough phase. And when people, in any aspect of life, and people are saying, oh, because a lot of people stop. You can't stop. You have to keep going. Otherwise, I mean, if you're going to continue your journey alive, there really is no way out of it. And as the energies are increasing in the world, a lot of people are feeling the energies increasing right now. You're saying to yourself, the body will not allow you, because it's giving you that warning. You got to get out of this job. You got to get out of this relationship. You have to go that way. That's your destiny, which means you might have to be uncomfortable and you're going to have to move one way or the other. You say, oh, your body is the tuning fork for telling you the truth. You have to listen to your body. Okay? So now, which gets us to the click of the switch from you're not moving mechanically, but organically. Not mechanically, not with that demented brain. A lot of modern women out there, they're not using their intuition. You better click subscribe to this channel and get in tune with your intuition. Stop moving mechanically with the brain and people telling, and you have to tap into your intuitiveness. Women, are you the divine feminine? Click the like. You have to stop moving like an NPC robot. If you're the divine masculine, if you're a guy, a lot of this is new to you, right? And I was like that as well, okay? I was Mr. Regimented, right? Get a paycheck every 2 weeks, gonna do all these things, right? I'm gonna be quote unquote responsible. And then all of a sudden, what was your responsible way of living, bro, it's not really suiting your heart, your soul. And what's gonna happen is you might have to tap into your content of character. A lot of people, and the workplace, work for men, it's very relevant. Okay? Real men are driven to work and build. And they need to be supported by their divine feminine. And that's why a lot of times, because everything's all out of whack, I'm just giving you the answer when people ask why is society crashing and falling, right? Because we're not into balance and alignment. Can you imagine, bro, if you actually had a woman that actually drove your soul, you could build an infinite amount of things. But when you sit there, right, and I've heard this from many of my brothers and sisters, okay, both ways. And what I'm here to do is fix it. At any time during the message, if you're getting triggered in 2026, you have to stand up and you got to say, I got to do better. I got to do better if you're getting triggered. For those that, and again, I'm actually here for everyone. If you paid a trainer at the gym, right, to get you in shape, I'm getting you spiritually in shape. That's what we're doing here, right? Do you love it? Click the like button, right? We have to birth something new, because the spiritual, and this is why, this is hours and years of studying that I've done. I've complained. I'll raise my hand. I complained as well. And what I did, after I go through the whole process, I come back to the people. The lone wolf leaves the pack and returns as the sage. You must go through it. There's nothing that you could do. There's zero. Oh, I saw it. Nothing. If you want to comment, if you've been on this journey, there's nothing that you could do. If and only if, right? My statistics class paid off that I took, right, at St. John's, okay? If and only if you are ascending, if you wanted to ascend, if you're cool at that level, then you're cool, bro. You're cool there. But if you said this, so this is what I'm teaching right now is real, actual manifestation. Real, actual manifestation. Not, ooh, let me make a magical potion and all this other stuff. And you could do those things. You must go through it because, ready? Ready. The nervous system must be reset. These are the things that must happen. It's not cool, bro. I get it. I've been through it many times. This is why it's so intense right now. Learning something new, click subscribe. Show up every day for 2026. You're going to be better by the end of the year. You say, wow, I'm feeling this too. Me too. Because we have to go through it. Why? Because we're living in this world where the Schumann resonance is rising. So if you're living at a lower vibrational frequency, it's just going to get tougher and tougher. Right? Do you love Mr. Penguino? Oh, we got Mr. Penguino today. Yesterday we had Mr. Tree. Did you love Mr. Tree? Check out yesterday's lesson. It was tremendous, right? Okay. So there are many people that are on this live stream. You are receiving the replay and you are saying to yourself, geez Louise, it is taking so long. I say it too. And this is because the unraveling has to happen, okay? Like simple things that you've said, I've had knots in my stomach for years, okay? There's so many nerve endings in your stomach, your solar plexus. You are unraveling your past lifetimes, ready? And you're doing it for your family lineage. Your whole family lineage, you're unraveling it for them to move forward in life. I'm here to tell you, make sure you work on yourself first before you get into a relationship, because you will only be continuing the karmic loop. Dolores Cannon spoke about this, okay? So just like people bypass their spiritual journey, people bypass, they jump from one relationship to another. Did you go through the wilderness in 2025 or earlier? Maybe you did it for years. I did it for years, right? You might have spent most of your life that way. But the reason was so that you could be refined, especially, and there are differences between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And the man, I know there's a lot of stuff out on the internet that's wrong. The man should be at 100%, because then as long as she's on the path, you can guide her on her evolutionary journey. Do you get it? Smash the like button if I hit it with laser pinpoint accuracy. When I teach with laser pinpoint accuracy. A lot of people don't want to take responsibility. If you're the divine masculine, right? And if you are the divine feminine, and you kept moving forward with the old programming of the modern society, and you went for men that you could control, that you're never satisfied, and you're going to start spiraling downwards. So this whole year in 2025 was a great spiritual awakening, an alchemy that has happened. And it is a necessary phase that cannot be spiritually bypassed. You cannot toxic positivity it away. Keep going. And I'm also reading the chat as well. If you say, oh, I'm going to be single forever, or I'm going to be protected, I'm going to just, I hate all men. I see a lot of this from the modern woman. That's also spiritually bypassing. What does spiritual bypassing look like in everyday life? It's like the person, I'm just going to hold on to my cat for years. You know, I shared about my, and I'm going to give it to 100. How can you apply it in your everyday life? If I saved that kitten earlier this year, watch my full video on unconditional love. And I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to hold the kitten. That's not how we're supposed to function as a species. You're supposed to function as a species by loving an actual partner that's an actual human, not holding on to your cat. Smash the like button if I'm speaking the truth. You're just spiritual bypassing it. That's the whole point in life. The point of life is not to stare at the wall. A lot of people love this wall, right? A lot of people built, bro, if she keeps running, she built that wall. Only she could fix it. Only God could melt that wall away. Love is scary. It makes you vulnerable. This was all about love. I'm teaching the truth about love. It's not an easy thing. But everyone's going to put up their wall in the modern society. And I'm going to bypass it away from holding on to my cat. I'm going to stay busy at work. Okay, do that and see where you are in 10 years. How many people witnessed this year? Just speaking the truth. So in any facet of life, divine masculine, feminine, right? Whether you're alone, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, or and there's beautiful couples that I see, and there's people that they are in a shift show. And do you see some of your friends, or maybe you are in a relationship that is it's everyone is at a different stage in their life. So I know where I am in my stage. You might be trapped in a relationship, right? So now that's your stage to escape that relationship. So maybe you are like me and you're calling in your divine feminine or masculine. Know your stage, know your season. You see how this works? We're not all the same. We're not all in the same place in our ascension journey. We're not here for the same life experience. However, right now, the intensity is at a 10 according to what your life lesson is for. Did you get it? And that's why I shared the other day with the Island of Misfit Toys, there's always someone for you. There is. But a lot of people have that program. It's all your brain. It's your program. Oh, there's no one for me. Okay, so that's now your reality forever until you break it, until you break it. No one breaks these things for you. Go back to the beginning of the lesson. There's a change that's happening. An alchemy, spiritual alchemy. Nigredo is what it's called. And you got to go through it. Nervous system changing, pain. Subconscious clearing away and changing, pain. You know, it's easy for me, you know, it's the physical. I could train you up in the gym, right? Get your shredded muscles, bro, right? We could do that. I could sit here and tell you how to grow, right? But what about your nervous system? Wow, I need a teacher to click like, click subscribe. What about my What about my subconscious? What about my subconscious? That's what I'm here to do, along with the muscles and everything else. That's how everything works together like a well-oiled machine. This is the true spiritual journey of ascension, where the trillions of cells at 1.4 volts, you have trillions of volts of electricity going through you. This energy is known as chi, for those that, you hear about the chi energy. I used to see my buddy Adam, he was doing his Tai Chi, and then I see my other friend, he goes, where's Adam? He goes, where's Adam? I go, he's chiing it up. He's moving his chi around. But this is the journey. This is the journey of the divine masculines that are rising across the world in all different backgrounds, colors, classes, creeds, right? What's up, bro? What's up? We're here to go now. We're here. Do you feel the intensity at the 10? Please click the like so others hear this. And I have a lot of friends too, right? And I don't see people for a while, and then I see them again, and then oh, I've been watching you. Yeah, bro, I didn't understand all these things, and I watch you all the time, and I see, yeah. I said, right, it's true. Right? So what we're doing is we're leaving the old world behind. Leave it behind. See ya. And now we're entering the new world. Is it intense for you right now? Right? So, but it's going to be intense. Like what I'm going through is not, is going to be different than what Matt's going through, right? Matt's going through something that's different than what Joe's going through, right? You guys love this, right? Yeah, it's true. So the intensity will be at a 10, but our journeys are going to be specific and unique, right? So what I'm doing and where I'm going is going to be different. My life experience in 2026 must be different. Otherwise, there's no point in participating in a fake reality. Did a full video on this year. It exploded, right? I know it's difficult. Stop participating in it. Just let it die off. Well, how do you do that? I know it's hard. You got to just ignore it. Very difficult. Not saying it's easy. Sit there through the alchemy. Sit there as this stuff is happening, right? What's up, Papa Smurf? Even Papa Smurf is in the chat. Penguino's here today, everyone. I appreciate everyone coming here. This is the season. It's like this guy's a prophet. I told you in October. Here we are. Here we are, right? Suggestions? Get into nature. Nature is going to, you need the grounding at this time. And so this is why we're all in a different phase. We're all going through different things. Grounding in nature, going out by the creek or by the beach or wherever you are, up the mountain, get out in nature helps you. If you have your divine counterpart with you, right? You're blessed enough to have someone in residence that's with you on your journey. You should be digging into each other's fascias, okay? So there's a lot of stuff that's happening in the fascia, right? Get the elbow, right? Dig into his back, right? Dig into her back, stretch, move the fascia around, all right? So these are things that we could do. What can we do at this time? I'm giving it to you right now. So, right, Fitbit writes, absolutely, 100%. So if you have someone with you and you have that blessing, right, you should be digging into each other's fascias at this time. Okay, I never heard this. Okay, that's why you're here. All right. And if anyone could walk in nature, okay, also very important. And you're still moving your fascia around if you go to the gym. Right? This is why I have to go to the gym nonstop. Okay? So these are the things that you can do. So you have to be mindful of your frequency, the grounding. You have to be mindful of your fascia. Okay? That's why are you feeling stiff? I feel like the energy goes through and then you're like, I feel like I'm stiff in my own body, right? I didn't feel like this. And all of a sudden, boom, it comes in again. Okay? This is a tough phase. So this phase where you have no evidence. There's no evidence. All year long, basically all year, right? It really picked up in March of last year, as we discussed earlier. Did a full video on it. Check it out. I broke down the entire year, all right? We'll do a reshare on Facebook with a beautiful diagram picture. I actually took a picture of it. Hit me up on Facebook. We're growing like never before on Facebook, okay? So there is this phase. It's difficult. You can't see anything. There's zero evidence. There's zero evidence of whatever it is you're working through. Okay, it's the longest dark night of the soul, and one of the things you have to get you got to get mad, bro. You got to get mad. Okay, what is the problem? I thought we were all empaths. I know you're an empath. I'm an empath too. You kept yourself small to keep people comfortable. How many people does that resonate with? You kept yourself small for years, okay? To keep people comfortable that are weak people. Ready? Here it comes. They're beneath you. Their frequency is beneath you. Ooh, I don't like that term. Too bad. Get out of the way, okay? And what they want to do is keep your frequency low, out of the way, okay? Stop keeping yourself small to keep people that don't want to do this comfortable. I show up in the world, and again, that's why we get very uncomfortable. Then you realize, you say, what the heck am I doing? I'm here to live my everyday life. It's the name of the channel, right? Stop keeping yourself small to coddle the narcissist. For the spiritual bypasser that's out there. Get up, realize that we must go through it. You could complain. Listen, I complain along the way as well, but the only thing you got to do, ready, is keep going. is keep going. Is keep every day. I woke up this rising. I keep it at 100 here. Depression was out of 10 when I wake up today. Intensity out of 10. Again, I'm breaking this down even deeper right now. This is the hermetic principle of rhythm. Years ago, the holiday season was so beautiful. I have so many of my brothers that I speak to. It's a very depressing time of the year. Isn't that strange? Years ago, people say, oh, I can't wait for the holiday season. Whatever you celebrate, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is. And now, when the holiday season, you actually want to avoid the holiday season. Click like, leave a comment. If you're live in the chat, so that's how everything's inverted right now. Okay? Everything's inverted. You used to say, I can't wait for Christmas. Oh, baby, I can't wait. I can't wait to see Mr. Penguino come back. Oh, baby. And now the holiday season brings depression to many people. So, and now there's a frequency that's so even if you like on my journey, I know to just disregard it, right? I get to watch my sister and her fiance and I get enjoyment out of seeing her be happy. That's what I do on my journey. Okay? But we still pick up, it's in, if you're an empath, right? You're still picking up on it in the ether. Because everything is it's leaching out into the field. So now it's going to incite you more. That's why a lot of people, you might have felt it yesterday, you feel it today. And that's why there's no running or hiding from this. You must go through it, even as a whole, as the collective. You are transmuting it for your brothers and sisters of the collective as well. But what you have to say is also, and that's why you like on my journey, I have cut back. I'm not going to be taken advantage of. I show up, right? Do you have a personal relationship with God? I said, this is what I'm going to do at this phase of my life. Until all of these things that are requirements that you spoke to God about. And then, so you have to also pull your energy back from certain aspects of life. Make people miss you so they start appreciating you, bro. Smash the like button. Get empowered. Make people miss you and get them to appreciate you. Put your respect on your name, bro. Make sure they put respect on your name. Truth Rises writes super facts with the laser pinpoint accuracy emoji. Chat is erupting right now because it's the truth. Put respect on my name. Or get the out of my way. TF out of here. TF out of here. That's what you got to do. And again, too, I was like ultra nice back in, when I started this 7 years ago. And then I started the true journey. But then I started diving deeper. And then I also realized that everyone is going through their own awakening, and you can't save no one. Some people must go. And again, do not interfere in somebody else's karma, because then it starts leaching into your everyday life. That's known as dimensional bleeding. Right? I believe there was a biblical story. Someone was on the boat. No one understood. Why is this, all these terrible things happening on the boat? Because someone that needed their karma was on the boat with them. You are responsible for you and only you. What is meant for you will find you. Respect will be placed on your name. From this moment forward, if you're on this message today and people say, wow, respect is the new currency. I've been saying this, right? How many people have been on this channel? Maybe you're new. Respect is the new currency, right? Attention is the currency of the universe. Spend it wisely. These are the energies. Because once you've achieved respect, everything falls in line from that. It's respect first. Now, I got all this, physical stuff. It's respect. It's respect. There's people in the world. There's people in the world I have so much respect for in all different facets of life. I have respect for a man that has to put his leg on in the locker room to go work out. I have respect for that. Wow, what an inspiration. Isn't that great? All different walks of life. I got no respect for the beta bitch boy in the comment section. Doesn't have a picture. It's got to troll my comments, right? If you're trolling another man, you better grow up in 2026, bro. Smash the like button. Boom. There it is. It's vast in the world right now. It's vast, right? Taylor Lee gets it. And this is, these you say, what did you observe? Because I was the observer. I've been observing for years. I have a few friends like me too. We just keep coming back every year, the same. And you observe it. And a lot of the problems occurred when things got out of balance. And that throws off humanity. That's why nothing's getting done. Happens, but I'm giving you both lenses. If you're on this channel and you need to learn both, you need to learn from the divine masculines aspect and the divine feminines aspect. That's why this is the #1 channel of consciousness expansion, and we're expanding every day. Could you click subscribe? I appreciate that. You have to get both aspects. Everyone has their, that's why the world right now with all this energies in the collective is a shift show, right? When you go out in the world, you say, this is just a total shift show right now. We have to shift to a higher version of humanity as a whole. Weak men create tough times. Some of those men, they do it on their own. And some of those men became weak because of the worthless modern woman. And if you're a woman that's over-competing with a man, as Nikola Tesla said, he saw a world where women would over-compete with a man. If you are and you're like trying to compete with a man, there's a very deep problem in your subconscious, okay? So instead of getting triggered by this, you're going to probably want to click the subscribe button to do better in 2026. Get it? And I don't, like, I'm just giving an example right now. I see J Charles 100 in the chat right now. How you doing? If you're getting triggered, it's probably your problem. We don't do spiritual bypassing here on this channel. We get led by the divine masculine, right? And there's the divine feminine in the chat, right? If you get triggered, good. Now you're learning. Very good. It's your problem. Not he's blaming this or I give you what's going on in the world. These are subconscious programs that are held either by the divine, the masculine or the feminine. And what I see in the world is a lot of women don't want to take responsibility. Okay, see where you go. Look at other women that are exceeding. Wow, why does she have a wonderful husband for? Maybe because she's doing right in her love. It's so wild. Women are attacking men instead of actually showing love. Did you witness this? So that's why, bro, it's like some men get a little upset too. But and I know that you are in the position that you are because you had a parasitical woman that you took a hit from. Over the course of our journey, we all went through trials and tribulations. If you're able to focus your attention, these things that we went through, you're actually overcoming them. I have a very strong divine masculine, I know. I actually shared his story earlier in the year. Now he's risen up the ranks. Get this journey. Get it through your skull. There's no spiritual bypassing. That will get you out of this. You saw the narc bite, Chris Mason, 777. I appreciate you. Throw up the 777s because the rewards are here. And this is where you get to. So I'm actually showing people how it looks like. Because when it gets so intense, you have nothing, only the truth comes out. Stop keeping yourself small to keep people comfortable. I don't have to worry if someone's comfortable when I speak. Just move out of the way. You could sit on the couch, eat nachos and cheese, Tom. You could sit there holding your cat miserably, modern woman. It's always you. And in 2026, we have gone through the spiritual alchemy to become the greatest version of ourselves. Joseph writes, no people, I'm not here to people please, bro. I appreciate you, Joseph. I appreciate all the beautiful comments that are rolling in right now. Amy Sunshine Ray, you love that? I'm so grateful for the support today. Is this a fire episode? Because the intensity's out of 10, I told you. If you're here, we have great lessons. I make you laugh, right? Look at that, 369, right on cue. Tesla numbers. Look for the synchronicities. Look for the penguino. Oh, it's the penguinos. Oh, look at that. It's the penguinos. Sometimes we just need a penguino in our everyday life. Master Zerone writes, wonderful lesson, Michael. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. There is no evidence. There's nothing. God is going to get you to this place, yeah. It's a refinement process, and you have to move forward without any evidence. It's not easy. But there's this feeling inside that of a knowing, right? I went through, this year has been a more longer and grueling dark night of the soul, right? It's not really a life or death thing, but I went through something that was more tragic, if you will, and, but it was a shorter length of time. So this is a totally different attribute, different aspect. It's long. Why is it long? Because you have to clear out the subconscious. You have to reset the nervous system. Chakras are coming online, clearing, all this stuff, right? A lot of people saw me. I still show up on the air, even if my face is exploding, right? Big clearing in the crown area, in your third eye area. The last couple months. This year, heart chakras opening up. Not cool, bro. It's not easy to have a heart. It's not, I love everyone. No, it's like, holy shit. That's the heart chakra. Smash the like button, right? Watch my video on it. That's what it's actually like. I teach you what it's really like. And more people, they've reached this place in their life where it's like, I got to go through it. So they're not looking for the spiritual bypassing places. They're actually looking for the truth. Do you love the truth? You came to the right place, kid. All right? And listen, this is where we are. This is what I appreciate the people that have been patient with me this year. It's difficult to show up every day through the depression, through the pain, through the unknown. I have no clue what's going on, and I'm just going. And people are watching me from a high. Hey, they're watching me go. Look at this guy go. No clue where I'm going. Where are you going? Destination unknown. Yeah. Destination unknown. And when you're forced, that's how God calls us closer. When God calls us closer, and we're so close that God's actually inside. Oh, God's inside. Yeah. That's why you have DNA receptors. Right? Some people are disconnected to the source. There are free will decisions that we make. I've made some of these decisions, and then we complain about it afterwards. So if we say, I want to continue on with my journey, then there are so many things that must happen at a quantum level. Did your life fall apart again? I had multiple my life fell apart multiple times in the past few years. Well, in order for you to get from A to B, it's not a straight line. You had to go like do 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 do, and you help me. I'm floating. Help me. I'm in the quantum. I'm in the quantum. Was that you? I know what it's like. You're floating in the quantum. I'm tired of it too. It's the answer in my #1 video right now. Watch that video. Unconditional love is always the answer. And that's why when fear is chosen, people say, why is the world ending? Right? I'm just giving you the truth, whether you get triggered or not. You just watched a video. The videos will pop up. You choose fear? Okay. Choose unconditional. It's actually easier to, so most of the time when we choose fear, it's a lack of choice of love. You got to know these deep things, right? It's kind of like how Dr. Bruce Lipton said, knowledge is power, therefore the lack of knowledge is the lack of power. So the lack of making a decision towards unconditional love is the movement towards fear. I had many very tough decisions to make post-2020. I made those decisions, and it was not easy. If you're ready to take the truthful journey in 2026, why don't you click the subscribe button? It's time to take the journey of our everyday lives. I appreciate everyone. We did it. We're still alive. Somehow it's amazing. But I'm really grateful for everyone. Grateful for the community support, the best support of all, the like, click subscribe if you haven't. Check out the videos that I discussed. They will pop up on the screen at the pinned comment. Utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives. Share on, a lot of people enjoyed my singing on the Facebook reel yesterday. Check me out on Facebook, okay? I post all the time on Facebook, and I like to get the feedback from everyone there as well, okay? We have Patreon. We have TikTok. The links are in the description. All the stuff is there. Yeah. And what we have to realize is we have to become, it's not an egoic thing, we must become non-negotiable to tell God, to inform the universe that this is the only path that is acceptable, with strength, not groveling on the floor. Watch yesterday's lesson if you didn't see it, and check out Mr. Tree. Everyone loved Mr. Tree, right? And my sister, she steals the show as always, right? Everyone loves her. So I love you guys very much. Leave a comment down below what you're feeling, and hang in there. And who knows what tomorrow brings, but this intensity right now, it is so high, and this information today is going to help you. It's going to help guide you through it, because you must go through it. You can't spiritual bypass it away. Everyone loved the video of me and my sister and I doing the spiritual bypassing video, because it's so true. You can't bypass it. You must go through it. Must. Here we are. I love you guys. Bye for now.